Okay, let's get started with part 3. Moving on to the tripod foot and collar. This allows you to mount the lens directly to a tripod instead of mounting the camera onto the tripod with the lens attached. This allows for better balance while shooting on a tripod and puts less strain on the camera mounting system. The collar allows you to rotate camera onto the tripod with the lens attached, so you can transition from a landscape to a vertical portrait/TikTok shot. Focus breathing. As you can see in this video example, focusing the lens changes the focal length. This means that some wide-angle lenses and some telephoto lenses can be a little wider or a little longer than they actually are. If you're a portrait photographer, you want a telephoto lens that stays long when you're focusing up close when you're doing headshots. You really don't want a lens that has any focus breathing at all, but most lenses do. Lenses that strive to completely eliminate this are cinema lenses. Moving on now, internal focusing. This is exactly what it sounds like. On the left-hand side, my vintage 50mm, and on the right-hand side, my Rokinon 24mm. Notice on the left-hand side that my Rokinon, as it focuses, doesn't move in and out. This is a very important feature for taking up-close photos and using certain types of filters. This also makes the lens less susceptible to dust and water. Let's take a look at my Minolta 70 to 210mm. Let's put the Minolta on the left-hand side and my Sigma 28 to 70mm on the right-hand side. Notice as I zoom with the Minolta, it doesn't extend in or out. This is internal zooming. This is an extremely useful feature while hand-holding a lens because it makes it much easier to balance because the center of gravity doesn't change. And it also makes the lens less susceptible to dust, moisture, and other debris. Let's move on now and cover parfocal lenses. This feature is usually found on cinema lenses. I don't happen to have one of these, but I do happen to have a lens that does demonstrate what this is. This is my Vivitar 70mm to 210mm lens. Let's take a look at these two examples. The one on the left is a parfocal lens. The one on the right is not. Notice as I change focal length, one stays in focus, while the other one does not. A parfocal lens, regardless of how often you change focal lengths, whether from going from a wide to a more telephoto, it stays in focus as you zoom in and out. Moving on now to rubber sealing. This is exactly what it sounds like. This consists of extra rubber gaskets around the control surfaces and on the back of the lens to prevent dust, moisture, or water, or any sort of inclement weather from getting inside the lens. Get ready for part 4. We're done covering specialized lens features and specialized lens controllers. In part 4, we are moving on to specialized lenses, and the first one we're going to start with is one of my favorites, tilt shift lenses. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like and subscribe.